Lawbury Steak Graham. We are now 17 months removed from the release of the most popular and critically acclaimed diss record of all time, Not Like Us, and while many of us have moved on, today is just another reminder that Drake is not. It was around 3 weeks ago when a judge dismissed Drake's lawsuit. The short version of this dismissal was, we recognize that your feelings were hurt, but you said mean things too. It was a rap battle. Context matters. It's like an episode of House. Everybody lies. Suing your label over defamation when the same label allowed you to defame their employee in multiple tracks is absurd. Also, the lyrics you're mad about, you asked him to rap about in a previous track. Your case is cringe, L plus ratio, GG no re or something.
She didn't say that.
Universal Music Group, who Drake was suing, said, good try, man. We'll see you back at work tomorrow. Lawbury's lawyers said, we will not accept this. There is more money to be made off the boy. We're appealing. And I honestly didn't even mention this the last time I talked about it because, you know, of course, his legal team wants to appeal. Like, they like money. But today, they filed a whole 3-page little document to say that the boy wants to keep on fighting. But that's not the only thing we'll be discussing today, because what happened the day prior is what puts the stake in Lawbury Steak Graham.
Derapy. It's Wing Wong Wednesday.
And Drake is being sued. Sometimes you crank that Soulja Boy, and sometimes it cranks you. Literally a day before the Drizzler decided to continue a legal battle over the mean words, news broke that a Missouri man was suing Steak, an online casino company, and Drake, their unofficial mascot, as well as Aiden Ross, some kid that streams. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I started reading through the legal document about this, and I came to the conclusion that the main antagonist of the alleged predatory tactics are Steak. Now, I do want to be clear about this. Drake is lame for being the face of degenerate gambling, and I love how this lawsuit is drawing attention to the fact that he frequently promotes it to over 100 million people worldwide, regardless of their age. But the claim that residents of Missouri need to be shielded from Drake's influence is kind of hilarious to me. The lawsuit seems to claim that Steak claimed they were a social casino when advertised, but then took his money. But how could they take your money if you don't give them your card information, if you don't give them like a crypto account or something? I don't think they robbed you. I think you gambled and you lost. There are claims that Drake, as well as Aiden Ross, when they gamble, they aren't explicit about the fact that the money they're using isn't their own. It's actually Steak supplying it. And like, I kind of assumed that though. I think two things can be true. One, Drake is making the world worse, and the world does include Missouri, with his social media activity, promoting an online casino, or a social casino that makes it seem like it's not gambling but actually is, allegedly. He does suck for that, and he is
a Wing Wong.
Two, if you have beef with the company, you can just keep it to them. Like, this would be if I was suing DraftKings over losses and also Kevin Hart because I lost a parlay. Like, he didn't make me do it. And I also know LeBron is fake laughing in those commercials. By all means, leave a comment about Drake and Aiden's role in this guy's downfall, or tell me about an experience where you felt like the promoter of a product misled you about it. But I'm thinking that the guy suing is low-key
Wing Wong.
Too. I will end this segment by saying I do believe the submission of this appeal over Not Like Us, the timing is not coincidental in my opinion. Even if the suit goes nowhere, I do think it's a bad look for Steak and Drake that people are discussing how he's rotting the nation with talk like this.
Gambling online is just, it's a wherever, whenever kind of thing. You know, I've gambled at a restaurant, I've gambled on a plane.
You got gambling problems.
Drake posted back in June of this year that he lost $8 million in 1 month over some sports bets. The man is an infamous loser. Don't follow his lead, but if you do, don't sue over it. Just call that number, buddy. Get some help. In other Al-related news, it was Drake's birthday on October 24th, which I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know because I don't really know any celebrity's birthday, but DJ Wackademics, alleged hip-hop journalist and #1 Drake stan, posted the morning after Drake's birthday with a message from Lawbury himself via Instagram that said, "Damn, no B-Day wish from my right hand? Love you, Big Ac." Drake DM'd Academics at 12:38 in the morning, talking about no B-Day wish? Okay. Radademics would then respond with, "More life, my G, you know we locked in. Let's go up one time. I hope you cherish in these moments for real. You the GOAT." enjoy yourself, bro. There are just so many odd things about this exchange. First of all, Drake hitting dude at 12:38 a.m. according to the screenshot. Makes me think, like, did he wait right until after his birthday ended and literally couldn't sleep thinking about how Big Ack hadn't told him happy birthday? Also, I didn't realize this until after I started recording, but Lacademics actually did wish Drake a happy birthday on Twitter on the 24th in the middle of the day. I guess Drake just didn't see it or just doesn't follow him there. Also, Academics on his YouTube channel on the 24th released a half-hour-long video ranting about how great Drake was as a birthday gift. This did not find its way to Drake. He had no idea that it happened, I guess. The DM is odd. The sharing of it is really odd. I don't know what kudos he expected from that. I guess it was just to prove that, like, Drake does know who he is. He's seen me. Also, the caption for the screenshot was, "The GOAT, your GOAT, my GOAT." I get it, man. We all get it. Every chance you get, you tell us and him that he's the best and you love him and he's everything to you. And every once in a while, he feeds you just a little crumb here and there, a little treat just to keep you singing his praises. God bless. Y'all are some
Wing Wongs.
though. Okay, no more Drake talk. Completely unrelated, Don Lemon sucks. Who? Don Lemon used to be an anchor for CNN but got fired because he was being awful to women and he wasn't great at his job. True story. I actually covered it on the show before. It was my most popular video for a while. Had around 6,000 views. How far we've come. But anyways, he told a woman to her face that she was past her prime on national television, and he got canned. This was years ago, like 2023. And now he's back again on these two young white dudes podcast, and he's talking about how a woman looks. Again, here we go.
Is Megyn Kelly chopped?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what is chopped. I've heard it, but I don't know what that means. What does chopped mean?
She's gonna get mad at me, dude. I don't know if I want this heat.
What does chopped mean?
Chop means like not hot.
Yeah, she's chopped.
Okay, so these two young dudes are presenting Don Lemon, a 59-year-old man, with a variety of new age slang because how else would you like to spend your time? They present him with the word chopped and ask him if he described Megyn Kelly, some blonde woman who's a conservative commentator, I believe. And he's like, yeah, she's chopped, she's uggo, whatever, right? Unkind, but not the craziest, most out-of-pocket thing, right? But he couldn't stop there.
Hot.
Yeah, she's chopped. I don't know, the whole MAGA look.
It's all the MAGA
it's
ladies.
too
They
much.
look kind of looks like a Barbie doll covered in like WD-40.
I think she looks trans.
Let's end on that note.
She looks clockable.
Brother. She looks trans?
Why couldn't he be on the news?
Don Lemon, for the record, is a gay man who has openly supported trans rights and trans people in the past, but when presented with the opportunity to insult some woman that he hates, he's like, yeah, she looks trans. Terrible.
Wing Wong.
I wanted to include this for a number of reasons. One,
Uno.
Don Lemon sucks. Two,
Dos.
how many more podcasts do we need? Y'all clearly have nothing to talk about. We're asking Don Lemon who he thinks is chopped. He's like, yeah, she's chopped, trans, and clockable. Get him off the mic.
Every mic.
Thirdly,
Tres.
also the obvious implication that if you think she's ugly, she's trans, coming from an alleged alphabet warrior. Absolute madness. The biggest hypocrite of 2025. Let's talk about somebody else that needs to get off the mic. Do you guys remember when I brought up Kendrick Perkins trying to hit this girl with this corny line when he was live on the air?
You ready for this one?
Oh, God.
What you need ibuprofen for when you have a perk?
Already stupid, but now we have the basketball analyst and former player talking once again out the side of his neck. I have a three-piece for you. First one is him speaking about young San Antonio Spurs phenom Victor Wembanyama.
20 years from now, the GOAT conversation is going to go like this. MJ, Braun, and Wemby.
Can we please wait? Wemby is awesome. Freak of nature, 7.5 feet, has moves, wicked handle, can shoot, is currently averaging 31 points, almost 14 rebounds, and 6 blocks a game. Insane created player numbers. But he's played 4 games this year. Last year, he missed almost entirely with injury. His rookie year, he showed some great promise, but the team reeked, okay? He was averaging 21 a game. Can we praise a player, admire their improvement, even say they're playing impeccably? But we're 4 games into this season, and he does look great, but now it's already, just stretch this out over 20 years. He's there with MJ and Braun. Just relax. Can he be named to the All-Star game at least? Can we get to the break before the GOAT talk starts? But you know what? I'm not even that mad, just minor
Wing-wongery.
but I'm not too mad, okay? But then there's what he has to say about a team I grew up watching that he was on with 3 other Hall of Famers.
Every single team doesn't mean your best player is the leader. Hell, when I was with Oklahoma City Thunder, it wasn't KD, it wasn't Russ, it wasn't James. I was the one leading, along with Nick Collison.
Yeah, it wasn't Russell Westbrook, the point guard. It wasn't the coach of the team. He wasn't leading like that. It wasn't Kevin Durant, perennial MVP candidate and leading scorer. It wasn't James Harden coming off the bench with a surge. It wasn't Serge Ibaka, who I used to affectionately refer to as Serge Ibaka, who was the defensive cornerstone of the team. No, it was Big Perk and Nick Collison. I watched the games. I watched the finals. It was my favorite team growing up. The Thunder still are my favorite team. And I agree that maybe it's not always the best player on the team that's the leader, but how often is it that the 5th or 6th most talented player at best on the team is the one that's rallying the troops? I don't believe you.
Wing-wong.
Some of us are old enough to remember this, but you know what? That's cool. Actually, wait, there's one more. There's more. This is all in like a week or two. This is Kendrick Perkins talking about how he is responsible for NBA star Ja Morant's rise, but now he doesn't rock with him because he made him look bad.
We down in Memphis, shining light on you. ESPN don't never do that.
That's for sure.
We're knowing you the next chosen one.
You hear that? All access went down to Memphis because Kendrick Perkins and ESPN had anointed him the chosen one.
And you fuck up, guess what? Not only do that make you look bad, that make me look bad.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Ja Morant, during his tenure for the Grizzlies, has made some dumb mistakes. And I'm not here to relitigate that or defend any of his actions. But the idea that Kendrick Perkins takes it personally because he took a work trip to Memphis to talk about Memphis hoops is absurd. You're not responsible for Ja Morant's behavior, and he shouldn't do right because he's worried about how it will make Big Perk look or feel.
Get a grip.
Because they recognized you because of me speaking highly of you.
ESPN recognized you because Big Perk was talking nice. Act right.
It ain't no coincidence that you went from having 3 games on ESPN national television that you had 52.
Wing-wong.
Thank goodness for Big Perk. Without his direction, the Memphis Grizzlies might never have gotten those nationally televised games. If not for his praise, Ja Morant would have probably never been awarded his almost $200 million contract or a signature shoe. I'm just personally tired of media members, mainly former players, trying to credit themselves for athletes' notoriety or success. Shaq will also do this where he'll trash a player, but then if they start playing well, he'll take credit. But if they don't play better, then he's just right. That's bad, but at least Shaq has some real motion. We're talking about Kendrick Perkins. Ja Morant would respond to Perkins on Twitter saying, "You the reason for my notoriety, Perk? Come on, dog. You showing them why I don't fuck with your kind." I assume your kind is former players with main character syndrome. These are just a few of the latest things that Perk has said that annoy me. We'll spin the block some other day, I'm sure. Maybe also on Lon Demon, Drizzy Bake, and Snackademics as well. But that's all I have. If you enjoyed the show, please
Like the video.
love you, mean it, spread the bread, enjoy the outro. Hey, one take.
I'm going mean like Ruben on a bad day. I be going hard, never halfway. Lately feeling bad, man, but I can't be staying down. I'm the one who's slaying sound, no time to be playing around. I'm not one to play a clown, play the hero, save a town. Only live twice, how you do that? Gotta wear like 2 caps. Come home, they like, who that? It's that dude who do raps, but this ain't no Taco Bell. Kiro, some respect now, you know how I get down. Bust down on my wrist now, oh wow, he a liar. One day I'll get flyer, situation dire. Sometimes think I'm drowning, I like to go higher. First need to be higher, check my skills and accolades. Don't you think I deserve pay? I've been going super sane, all I'm missing yellow hair. Idolized Breezy as a child, then I grown up. Still waiting to glow up, but at least I show up. Make a buck by showing off. Haters, man, I blow them off. Shrug my shoulders, moving boulders, mentally like Mewtwo. They like, who knew he be cutting up like 2-year-olds. And time out when you tell them that it's time not to just chill out and just lie down. But they stressing you while blessing you, cause children are a gift. But I can wait for that, can't pay for that. I'm taking one day at a time, perfect the craft and keep it tight. Cannot waste a second if you wanna be the best. And I be snapping like Cortez or something. Going